No, Forex is my stronghold. It's what I know. It's what I have been doing. It's what I have authority in. Right? Another thing that I'm not suddenly going to say, okay, let me just stop trading. Charlie, I get this money. Make a take all. Make we go start. You don't live life like that. Am I speaking to somebody? Am I speaking to somebody? You know? So always find that stronghold of yours. Always know that thing that will work. And that is the initial part of the foundation that we built. Right after that mindset is strong, after that mindset is stabilized, then the second one is, like I said, choosing that field that you know that this will work for me. And it could be, like I said, any nature of business, right? Just know that you are just good at it, and then you are passionate about it, and then they're gonna wake you up at 12. You still want to do that thing. 1 a.m. you still want to do that thing. 2 p.m. you still want to do that thing. At that point, it goes beyond passion. It becomes a lifestyle. You know, like me, I don't feel like I'm working when I'm watching the chat. In fact, it feels like so casual for me. It feels so nice. Like I just come and sit here and I'm fantasizing about the moves, and I'm thinking in my brain, wow, you know, this is US 30, beautiful move. Okay, we are approaching here, and I come and watch him like, okay, this is GBP USD. Then I'll be back testing some moves. Then I come to GBP JPY. I'm like, okay, you know, because it's like the most casual thing that I can do. I've been doing it all my life, so it doesn't even feel like work anymore, you know. There's a saying that if you do what you love, if you really do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. It may sound literal. I'm saying, build that foundation on that one thing. I said some last statement. I'm saying that if you do what you love, right, you will never work a day in your life. And it's true, right? Most people don't realize, like, saying that you never work a day in your life does not practically mean that you're just going to sleep and then the money is going to roll in. No, you would be working, but you would not even feel like you're working, because you just love what you're doing, you know. You get what I mean? Imagine the guys that get paid for playing game, right? The gamers, the online streamers and online gamers. Do you guys really know that they are working though? If you think that they are there for your entertainment, then you are the entertainment. If you think that the streamer who is jumping left, right, center, breaking tables, fooling, is there for your entertainment, then you, my friend, I'm sorry to tell you, are the real entertainment. Why? Because that desk you're seeing him on, that background you're seeing him on, that outfit you're seeing him on, is his office. He has a schedule. Oh, I have to stream from 9 p.m. to 12 p.m. Oh, I'm going to wake up to stream again from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. The only difference is that no boss is on their neck. Nobody is going to be controlling them, that you're not doing it right, you're doing it wrong, this and that. But in their mind, they are really working. After the live ends, they go into their dashboard, check how many viewers, how many people came through, how many gifters, what can I potentially be making by the end of August? Okay, not a bad month. We go again in September. I can assure you 100%, this is not 99.9, 100%, that is what 99% of the streamers do. After they've done all these YouTubers and everything, after everything is said and done. When you think that, oh wow, what an entertainer. And what's the name? This Nigerian guy that paved the way, took it to the next level. His name is something, starts with S, so I don't know, am I mentioning it right? You know, you guys know him, mention his name for me. Shank, is it Shank? I think so, I don't know. You know, when you see him jumping on his chair and then making all the fun, and then you're watching like, hey, Charlie, this guy, you fool, oh, this guy, he be funny, oh, this guy. You are the funny one. You are the funny one. I'm sorry to tell you, because he is in his office. Peller, you can mention Peller. When you're there enjoying their content, Peller follow, Peller and his girl, Charlie, Peller, yeah. You are the business. I'm not saying that suddenly everybody should go and turn a content creator or a streamer or a skit maker, but I'm just literally telling you how, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. That is the line of subject matter. So don't forget that part, right? Because they love what they do, it never feels like work. Like, I'm just saying it in the light of the, let's say, social light aspect of work, but I can relate this into the professional scope. I have friends that are full-on auditors, right? They are senior managers, top partners, assistant directors in KPMG, PwC, Ernst & Young, Deloitte, literally the big four, right? And they have gained so much proficiency in their job market, in their place of work, in their business field. I can go on a lunch with them, breakfast, catch up. They're just on their laptop doing like this, and then we're chatting. They're full on concentrated with a full diversified mind, and what they call that thing again, multitasking ability. They're just crunching numbers, but we're having a good chat, and it doesn't even feel like they're working. Hey, Kojo, Charlie, Ninya property be was you. If I say me told, hey, Charlie, this guy, I see him keep. Hey, this one a friend. Hey, he never go marry. Hey, Charlie, this one born. Hey, you know, they're catching up, chit chat, but they are full. If you go and watch the laptop and what the person is doing, you marvel that, and the numbers are all crunchy or hiding. Nah. You're still healthily talking about family and friends, and because they don't feel like they're working anymore. They've just got to that point where it's like, I know what to do, you know. So don't think about it in only the aspect of, you know what I mean, content and streaming. It applies literally everywhere. All right. So now let's move on to the third part. After you have gained that proficiency, right? You have made that choice of field you want to go, right? Then you have to, this is a very important part, you have to strive for excellence. You have to strive for excellence. What I mean by striving for excellence, it's not just being basic, okay, I'm a participant, okay, I'm also doing well. No. You have to strive to be an authority in that niche. Right? The first time I heard this thing that I just told you was in 2019. I was still a trader, but I had not psychologically positioned my mind to be an authority in the realms of retail trading. So I was just like everybody else, okay, learning, doing the conventional things. To be an authority, you must do unconventional things. There's so many things that I've done and so many marks that I've just like, it's funny that in the retail space, there's no historical books to be written for us to go back to read on. But if there was, you would have gone back to go and read that in 2020 and in 2021, nobody had the most crazy of trading entries than Kojo, because he came up with sniper entry and his entry was always at the bottom, and nobody knew how to catch those entries. Everybody was using moving averages, and everybody was using Bollinger Bands and stochastics and what not. But I had taken a contrarian approach, and so everybody was marveling, wow, how did you get this entry? Charlie, how did you get this? How did you? Because I was striving for excellence and to be an authority in that field. Totis poses. Go for the juggler. Go for the full hog. I see you, Bimo. You get what I mean? And so then eventually it became flooded because I kept teaching a lot of people. The information kept getting diluted. And it's like, yeah, now we know how to catch sniper entry and whatnot. What most people don't know is that, and I keep saying it occasionally and casually, and I don't say the silent part so loud, and I never always try to, but there's still more in the cupboard. There's still more that I've not brought out. There's still more that I just kept for my own self briefly. And it's just what it gotta be. You can't lay all your guns bare. That's not wise. So I left brief one just to pacify myself, even though, like I said, I just shared majority of all the knowledge and tricks and tips, everything. Like, hey guys, just take it, consume it. Yeah, third touch of the trend line. What? Candlestick formations, volatility ranges. I just kept pouring. I'm like, okay, at least let me protect this 1% just for myself. Let me protect just this 1%. But eventually, who knows? Maybe when I finally say, okay, I'm tired and properly tired of this space, and because I've reached like that hundreds of millions of mark, I'll just also throw all that part out. It's just how life works, I just gave you a free tea, so run away with it for life. You think that people that go and learn hairdressing, tailoring, and whatever, mechanics, phone repairs, even catering from their that master apprentice relationship, do you think that they teach them everything 100%? No. They teach them maybe 98, 99. And if the master falls in love with one of the apprentices, then that apprentice can be the nepo baby. I know it's a new term in Nigeria now. That apprentice can easily be the nepo baby, and in the sense that they can finally give that cue to that person that all your colleagues know this and that and that and that, but maybe it can be food, right? They know this spice in preparing this stew, but what I didn't tell them is to add ginger, is to add moi moi, or is to add gobi, or is to add. So if you add it, yours will be extra special. It is what it is. So you have to strive for excellence. You have to strive to be authority. You know, somebody say breakers.